Hey guys, we're going to take a look at substituting in. So if we have something like x squared and we know x equals -3 and y equals a half, we're just going to sub in -3 for x, and -3 times -3 is +9. Here, if we have y cubed, that's the same as something cubed, and instead of y, we're going to replace it with what y is equal to, so that's a half. And if you find that it's easier for you to make empty brackets and then plug it in, do that. Now here, cubing a half is the same as cubing a 1, cube the 1, and cube the 2. So we've got 1 cubed is 1, because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And we've got 2 cubed is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Now let's try this one. Here we have negative something cubed, right? X is the something, and in this case, x is -3. So now we'll plug it in, and we have to remember bedmass. We do our exponents before we multiply by -1. So that's -1 times, and negative times negative times negative is negative, right? Because negative times negative is positive, times another negative is negative, and 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Then we've got negative times negative is positive, and 1 times 27, of course, you know, is 27. Let's try this one. Here, I'm going to make these bigger brackets, and then I'm going to put smaller brackets in. And you'll notice wherever there's an x or y, I just put empty brackets, and then I'm going to substitute these in. So that's -3. And that's +1/2. So here I have -3 minus, and what is 2 times 1 over 2? Now don't forget, 2 is the same as 2 over 1. You don't want to, sometimes people make the mistake of doing 2 times 1 and then 2 times 2. That's not what this is. This is 2 over 1. If there's no denominator, it's an over 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. And 1 times 2 is 2. So what's 2 over 2? Yeah, it's 1. Anything over itself is 1. And then we've got a square. So what is -3 and -1? Again, we practiced this earlier on in our course. If you lose 3 socks and then you lose 1 more sock, you have lost 4 in total, and then -4 times -4, I'm running out of room so I'm going to put it here, but in your work you should always line up your equal signs if you have the room to do so. So negative times negative is positive, and 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, let's try this one. 2 times something plus something. So x is -3 and y is a half. So what's 2 times -3? That's positive times negative is negative. 2 times 3 is 6, plus a half. So now we have to find a common denominator, because this is really -6 over 1 plus a half. And if we multiply the top and bottom here by 2, then we'll have a common denominator. So I've got -12 over 2 plus 1 over 2. So this is all over 2. And -12 plus 1 is -11. There we go.